Hello, we are Paul and Sheila. This picture was taken on our first trip in the van after the basic self-conversion build. Our van is a 2020 Ford Transit 250 crew van, all-wheel drive, low roof with a 148-inch wheelbase and extended length. The engine is a 3.5 litre EcoBoost V6 twin-turbo gas engine. This 2020 van was new to us in 2021, delayed by the pandemic, with 42,000 miles on it as of summer 2025. A low roof van was chosen because it fits in our garage under its 7-foot header. The van is not for full-time living. We use it for long weekend trips, and so not being able to stand up in the van has not been an issue or a big inconvenience. Usually we sit or lie down in the van. We cook in the van and prepare meals, but more often we eat out on the road trips and reheat leftovers in the microwave or the air fryer. The empty van was purchased new at a cost of $43,000, and today approximately $7,000 has been spent on all the modifications and additions to the van, with a total cost so far of about $50,000. We did the build all by ourselves, not using a complete custom woodworking fitted cabinet approach, but rather we patched together the interior furniture from IKEA, Amazon, Home Depot and other places and modified them to fit and meet our needs. The basic build to convert the empty van to the point where we were able to use it for the first overnight state park visit in the summer of 2022 took a little over 1 year. The van is a work in progress, of course, and additions and improvements are made to this day. The van is insulated all the way around with mineral wool, Reflexic sheets and insulation boards, covered by black floorboards and white beadboard ceiling and sidewall panels. Living in Minnesota has made it almost impossible to work on the van all year round, with 3 or 4 months a year being just too darn cold to work on the van in the garage, even after I installed some garage heating. Let's do a van tour. As we enter the side of the van, under the Thule overcast awning and through the mosquito screen, the first thing you will notice is a kitchen unit with a laundry-sized sink and with a butcher's block flip-up table. There's a 6-gallon cold water container and water pump with accumulator and inline filter underneath. The kitchen unit sits on a rail which allows us to push it back about 2 feet towards the rear of the van and up against the bed. And as we will demonstrate later in this video, this allows us to make room to insert the van rear bench seat to take along 2 seat-belted passengers. Later in the video, you will see that I have added to the 1.2 kilowatt-hour OOPS 1200 solar panel station that you see on the shelf above the storage drawers behind the driver's seat. To the left of the shelves is a 110-volt 4.3 cubic foot mini fridge with some additional storage space above it. Next to these, we have installed a microwave and an air fryer oven. Here's a pull-out table I made. Simple, and it allows me to eat sitting on the bed while Sheila's sitting in the swivel front passenger seat with the pull-up table. While I'm here, I'll demonstrate how the toilet slides out. Simple, convenient for Sheila. Of course, I don't need to use the toilet because I'm talented and I can pee in a bottle. I don't even have to get out of bed. How's that? Okay, so I'm showing the upgraded power station. It's now 3.1 kilowatt hours in a Bluetti, plus the original OOPS 1.2 kilowatt, so that's going to be 4.3 kilowatts hours total. I also installed the Bluetti Charger 1 DC to DC converter, which gives me about 500 watts. Plus I have the up to 400 watts of solar on the roof. Plus I can charge with shore power here. This whole system is Bluetooth app controlled, but if I need to access any panels, the whole thing slides out, comes out further still, and I can access controls, and of course it slides back as well and locks into place. Because I removed one of the basket drawers underneath to make room for the battery, I got in trouble and I had to install this pull-out drawer. So here's that Bluetti system again. You can see I also added some storage space on top, and if I get closer you can see the pull-out drawer that I showed earlier. This comes out all the way, soft close, and to redeem myself even further I installed the drawer above the toilet under the microwave, plus some drawers that Sheila's going to show to the left of the microwave and air fryer. So it's all about storage, and we have plenty of storage now, plus these shelves above, drawers and shelves and things above the fridge. Lots of storage. Behind the sink faucet and pull-out sprayer is the 12-volt panel to switch on the water pump and the fan in the driver's side rear door to push and pull forced air ventilation, in addition to the natural flow in and out of the screened boat hatch above the bed. The van sunroof is a marine hatch, and I recently installed a bug screen. This swings down so I can reach up, open and close the hatch, and then fold this up again so it's stowed. As the summer weather was unusually warm this year, I installed this standalone Polonis air conditioner at the rear of the van, venting its hot exhaust through the rear cargo door extractor fan that I'd installed previously. I piped some of the cold air from the rear to the front of the van using a flexible duct under the bed and through an inline fan into the front cab. We have a curtain on a rail that draws across the width of the van behind the front seats, plus blinds and curtains on the side and rear windows. We recently purchased blackout magnetic covers for the front of the cabin. Directly above the bed and in the ceiling cabinets, we have a battery-powered MiFi internet, a Simply Safe security door lock and camera system with a pull-down smart TV under the rear cabinet. We decided to use pull-out instead of pull-up doors on the ceiling cabinets, and this has allowed us to add the turtle kitchen utensils hooks, mini trash and tissue dispenser. We use shelves in the cabinets and packing cubes to maximize our storage capacity and efficiency. Now going once more to the outside of the van, which was filmed during the Harvest Moon Festival in Walker, Minnesota, where we serve beer for a local brewery, which was brought in the coolers that you can see outside the van. Those of you with a keen eye may be able to make out the name of our van and tell us in the comments the movie that it's from. Hey, chicks love it. We're old, not dead. We've installed a box on the rear of the van with an outside shower instant water heater that we won't use until we've installed a shower curtain for privacy. We have plans to add a water tank on the left-hand side of the box above the vent in the rear door where the fan is, to pipe hot water to the kitchen sink, but that's another project for another day. The rear of the van has a pull-across thermal curtain and pull-down blinds and curtains across the windows. The bed is a futon bed on a wooden frame raised not too high that we can't sit up in bed, but high enough to leave ample garage storage underneath, including an 18-gallon grey water tank that you will get a peek of in a moment. We use an IKEA futon mattress with a duvet and electric blanket to keep us warm in the Minnesota winters, and yes, we have used the van in the snow. On top of the van are two 200-watt Bourgeois Yuma stick-on low-profile solar panels so as not to exceed the height of the header in my garage. We recently camped with our daughter, seen here hopping over the bench seat, and she slept on the front seat's bed. Having the removable two-bench seat not only provides rear passenger seats when I use the van in daily use, but also allows my wife and I to take one or two additional campers with us on van trips. The end result is a two-bench seat that still snaps into the original floor track brackets, with one seat behind the front passenger seat and the other midway behind and in between the two front seats. Fortunately, the bench seat just fits in the space in between the fridge and the van's side door. This is after the kitchen unit is pushed back on its rail towards the back of the van, up to and against the bed. I can remove the bench seat by myself, but it's easier with two. I bought two additional floor track brackets, the same as the ones under the van floor. The bench seat snaps into these like skis. This allows us to use the bench seat outside the van when we're camping, either under the awning cover for outside seating or inside the tent for our guests to use. This transit crew van came with 5 seats, the front driver's and passenger seats, and a 3-person rear bench seat. I cut the bench seat frame down to 2 seats using a reciprocating saw, being careful to retain the seatbelt receptacle buckle assembly for the middle seat. The unwanted seat cover was unclipped and peeled back, exposing the seat foam that I cut through with an electric carving knife. Finally, I cut the excess seat cover material with scissors and wrapped and velcroed down what remained neatly around the end of what was the middle seat. Surprisingly simple. Thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, there's a button specifically for that. The next video will be of me brewing with the master brewer at the local brewery I mentioned, so be sure to subscribe for that. Thanks again.